All right. So, hi, how are you? It's Rob. So I just wanted to talk about a little bit of something that has been kind of on my mind for filmmakers, um, and in terms of just how to get your if you have like an ambitious excuse me, so like if you have like an ambitious project and you're really trying to pierce your way into the industry and really go big and really trying to get yourself out there, okay, and you really want that fame, right? And honestly just get your movie successful. um I do have some precursors, I guess. I don't know what the word is, but he, if you've watched this thus far, you need to have a couple things before you even watch the rest. Okay, you have to have ample experience, over 2 years of experience, before I give you this advice, or for you to even apply this advice. Um, B, you need to have a story, quote unquote story, to that you're passionate about. Okay, I don't want to see some horror film that you're working on just so you could get a couple bucks. Don't do that crap. Okay, and you need to have the proper pre-production in order for this to work. Okay, you need the proper pre-production before this happens. Okay, not production. You want to actually sit down, look at your script, um, cut it into eighths. I need you to do location scouting. I need you to do analysis. I need you to do analysis on the genre, the time, the crew members. I need you to figure all of that stuff out in order for this to work. Okay. This is specifically talking about feature films. Yes, it can work in short films too, but because I was just thinking about feature films. But this is what you need to do. This is one of the things that I think that is pretty easy to. It's easy for entry if you do this. Okay, and the reason why I say this is because it's actually worked before, kind of. So I think that if you have an ambitious project and you have great crew, you've done the proper pre-production, and you figured everything out, and you're looking for actors, okay? Because here's the thing. In order for your film to work and be successful, and if you're going the independent route, yes, you can go a lot of different ways. Yes, you can go completely independent and have, a bunch of just no name actors, and that's happened before. Very rarely, but yes, it has happened before. Or George Lucas got funding from his school in order to make his first film, and then that kind of catapulted him to American Graffiti and Star Wars and whatnot. But here's one of the ways you could do it, and I think that, and again, this is kind of easy to entry for it. Okay, get a famous person. Either get someone who's famous who's not an actor. Okay. Now, now why? Why? Here's the thing. Chance the Rapper was in a short film called Mr. I think it was just called Mr. Happy, something like that. But he like he was the name actor. And here's the thing: if you're going independent, you almost always need a name actor in order, because people aren't going to be really drawn, quote unquote, drawn to your film. I mean, yes, there are exceptions. Beasts of the Southern Wild, Mariachi. Sorry, I can't roll my R's. Okay, I am so sorry for those Latinos and Hispanic people who are going to criticize me rolling my R's, but I really can't. El Mariachi, things like What else? Christopher Nolan's first film, his second film too. Actually, wait, no, maybe not his second film, but his first film definitely. But you know, they didn't have name actors. Quentin Tarantino's first film. They didn't have name actors. A lot of it was just based on the story. But how do you get those people to even watch your story in the first place? You can't just go up to someone, present them a 2-hour film, and then expect them to stay the whole time, just because, quote unquote, you believed in this story, and the story is one of the greatest things of all time. Nah. I'm sorry, but that just doesn't happen. But here's the thing: it's also getting a name actor, quote unquote actor. You can get somebody else. It's happened with Darius Britt. He runs a really great YouTube channel. And for his film, it took him 7 years to complete. And it was based on a true story, a filmmaker and his schizophrenic mother. And he was having a really he lives in Arizona, and obviously there lacks some pretty black pretty there lacks a lot of brothers. Let's just put it that way. So he was having a hard time finding actors, and I think in his documentary he even said that there were only 2 people that auditioned for his film. But so as he was searching, he did eventually find someone to play as the mother, the schizophrenic mother, and so he chose her. But here's the thing: she had 0 acting experience, right? But she had a ton of singing range. She was a singer, and she was an amazing singer, and using that, in having that as a skill set, could really catapult your acting abilities, because you already know how to express yourself. Yes, with your voice. You just maybe need a little bit of hand gestures in acting, a little bit of basic acting or whatever. But get like DM a rapper, like DM the baby, or DM if you live in I guess metro city like Los Angeles, Seattle, or maybe even San Jose to a certain extent. DM these people. New York City, DM these people. If you see them in the street, go talk to them. Say, hey, I have this. Always be mindful of their time. Also, because, just say, look, man, let's walk together. Maybe they're going off to somewhere. Let's walk for 1 minute. I have this really cool idea, and walk with them to wherever they're going. Be like, look, I'm just gonna stay here for 1 minute. I've been in pre-production for the past 4 months, and I really want you to be in this film. Okay, and it has to be genuine. Don't just grab a random person and have them in your movie just cuz, okay, because it has to be you have to genuinely see something in this person, in this famous person. So don't go to George Lopez if you just don't have a connection there, and if it just doesn't really matter if George Lopez is in the story or not, right? So always be mindful of their time, and always just bend, just be flexible, just be weird, in all honesty. Because here's the thing: you could chase down all these actors, Ryan Gosling, Leonardo DiCaprio, Joaquin Phoenix. You could chase all of these people down, but you know what? It's not going to do you any good, especially in the beginning, because And as movies progress and as art progresses, and if you bend, and if you are the person who thinks differently, who thinks outside of the box, then 10, 15 years down the line, people are going to look back and be like, oh my gosh, this guy was really doing something, and people are going to give you praise for it. You were the underdog. You were the underdog, right? And people are going to, go, see your film if here's the thing, it's just someone That's all it is. Someone, excuse me, let me amend my statements. It's just someone that everybody knows, whether it's Chance the Rapper, whether it's Wale, whether it's Ty Dolla $ign, whether it's Adele, whether it's you know, some politician, Rokana, or Bernie Sanders stars in your film. It doesn't really even matter. What matters is this person has to be fairly well known amongst people, and the demographic that you want to hit. Okay, so again, that's kind of my spiel. That's sort of my idea. That's sort of my forecast. I guess I don't really know how to say it. It's sort of my thoughts on how to get your ambitious project off the ground. So hope you guys have a wonderful day, and you guys have a great one.